Goga, how much did playing in front of the home fans help you guys and bring some energy perhaps to when you had some tougher stretches of last game?
Yeah, it was a long road trip, so finally to come back and play in front of our fans, it was huge. So that really helped us get the win.
You've been back for a few games now. How are you feeling, and how do you feel like you performed? Where do you feel like you are?
Um, I mean, just every game, going out there, trying to do my job, which is rebounding, and defending, guarding, and whatever offense gives me to, step up into it. So I think, I'm pretty consistent. So, you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have bad games, but at the end of the day, you just gotta keep focused.
We talk a lot about there being a shooting rhythm. Is there such a thing as like a defensive rhythm and kind of finding your spots, the angles that you need, kind of the rhythm of how games can be played?
I mean, every game is going to be different. Different things are going to happen during the game, and you just got to read it. So some games you're going to be in different positions, and you're going to be able to react, better. Some games we're not robots like it. So you're going to make mistakes. It's just all about being consistent with your work and just being locked in for games.
Do you guys kind of feel like you're getting your defense kind of back? I know there's been some thoughts that maybe things have gotten a little loose on that end. And you guys kind of feel like you're starting to tighten the screws back up.
Yeah, man. It was just rough. You guys, so many guys out, so many guys in. Some guys are not, fully healthy, and then it's hard to be consistent with inconsistent bodies and inconsistent minutes played by players. So I think once we get also Jalen back, I think that's gonna really help us because he's, I think, the anchor of our defense. Everything starts with him when he's on the court. This whole Orlando Magic is a different team. So other than that, guys, I think getting in a better rhythm, and like you said, I think defensively as well.
Talking about getting some guys back in rhythm, having Paolo and Franz back now for a few games, how have they helped open you guys up on offense?
I mean, 2 All-Stars. I mean, they didn't get selected, but they're All-Stars for us. And defensively as well, they're 6'10", big bodies, and it's hard to score, against them. They guard, so it's hard when there's so many big bodies out there. And I don't think teams want to play us. There's been some stretches we haven't played great defense, but I think this 2 games we got really lucky in defensively. Then we're gonna have All-Star break, get even healthier, and then just gotta keep winning.
Speaking of All-Star break, both Tristan and AB were named Rising Stars. Tristan's right over my back shoulder here. Just see that up a little bit, but just what have you seen from each of them this season as they earn it?
Yeah, I couldn't care less about them being selected on All-Star break. Honestly, I'm not gonna watch it. No, I'm not even joking. I'm not gonna watch it. And I don't know. They haven't done. I don't think they've done enough. I don't think they have done enough work, and they have done enough to be selected. So just politics in this league is crazy. So I guess he has people he knows in the league. So congrats to him.
Thanks.
Thank you guys.
Tristan, after playing 6 straight games on the road, how much did playing in front of the home crowd help? Perhaps even in some of those lulls that you guys hit against the Spurs.
Yeah, definitely helps a lot. It's kind of like that extra boost of energy. Definitely makes it even more fun to play and kind of energizes the whole team.
You guys are still missing Jalen, of course, but where do you feel like, from your perspective, this team is in terms of gaining back that chemistry and that flow?
Yeah, I mean, it just takes some time. Obviously, with P being out for I don't know how many games, 2.5 months, and then Franz being out as well, and both of them coming back, kind of trying to get their rhythm back and trying to get back into playing shape. It just takes a little bit of time, but I feel like we've done a great job over the last couple of weeks, kind of adjusting to that, and we're trying to integrate Jalen as fast as possible.
Franz's first true drives the other night were blocked by Wembanyama, and by the end of the game, he was doing these crazy moves to get around him. How much have you picked up from Franz and Paolo, and I know that might sound like an obvious question, but just how much have they helped you, those two specifically?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely, gives you kind of a blueprint on how to approach the game, how to think the game. I definitely realized that too. In the beginning of the game, he kind of had some good looks at the rim that were blocked, but he just kept going at it, and then ended up with a monster game. So, just a mentality standpoint, and also just knowing hoops.
Defensively, what do you guys have to do to kind of tighten things back up? Obviously, you're still kind of working some guys back from long-term injury, but where do you see the team needing to tighten up, and do you feel like you guys are kind of moving in that direction?
Just doing what we do. The emphasis that coach puts on defense, and the whole coaching staff puts on defense. I feel like that's the biggest thing. I feel like in all areas, guarding one-on-one, finishing possessions. I feel like we do a great job, but there's always room for improvement.
I think you've talked about Rising Stars a couple times now, but you were drafted with the same team as Anthony Black under Tim Hardaway. Just what are you hoping to get out of that experience? I know there's a couple more games. I'm getting ahead of myself, but what are you hoping to get out of that Rising Stars event playing with AB?
I think it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to that team. And in general, the whole weekend I think is going to be a lot of fun. Get some good hoops in, be out there in San Francisco a little bit, but it's going to be a good time.
Did you like the fact that you were on the same team as Anthony, or were you hoping to go against him? Or?
Either way it would have been funny, but being on the same team, obviously a little bit more chemistry, probably better.
Thanks, Tristan.
All right,
That's looking good. Cut sealing well.